Run it back. Everybody's jumping, jumping.
It's going in!
I see you out there doing work.
Big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You gotta earn it, trust me. I'm speaking from experience.
Scoot, welcome to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you here. Now, you are here at the MoCap studio shooting for my career in NBA 2K25. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I always just used to watch videos when I was younger, growing up, seeing them do the actions, and then it, translates.
Up next, the Celtics taking on the Trailblazers. For the Greetings from 2K Sports. Here's the starting group for Portland. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown, and it's MP in at the point. We talk about how much of a grind the schedule can be, Stan, but here we are. It feels like this season has flown by.
Yeah, Brian, on the one hand, the regular season can be a marathon, but on the other hand, when you really get into it and into that routine every night, it's over before you know it.
Certainly has been entertaining. Ayton passes to Simons. That three's off the mark. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And MP with a basket on the assist from Tatum. MP's got 5.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
First team foul.
Right wing. the right side. White against Sharp. Back to Simons. Uncovered. Another miss by Simons.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him. You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. MP scanning the floor. The 3 is up. And the Celtics another 3.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Avdia outside. Back to Sharp. To the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Yep, that one's good.
Look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
For Portland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. To the middle. Here's Simons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
What you talk about, guys? Celtics lead by 13. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. MP is out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Stolen by MP. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He scored 28 points and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And here's MP from outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist. MP's got 14 points for the game. Blazers trail by 19. Pass to Ayton. And he banks in the layup.
Well, at his size, Ayton can absorb contact easily.
And White has got the ball here for Boston. It's Brown on the wing. MP outside. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. White finds Porzingis. MP outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Oh, another miss by MP. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And here's Simons outside. Can't get it to drop. Celtics lead by 17. From deep, MP. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Tatum's shot is good.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Blazers trail by 20. Three-pointer. Another miss by Simons.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Brown passes to MP. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Timeout called, Portland. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. That's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do.
And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13.
The Celtics, 52. The Trailblazers, 39.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Avdia, still without a bucket. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamari in at the 3, the small forward. Avdia can't get it to go.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Tatum pulls it in. Boston leading by 13. White, the pass to MP. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
The outside pass to Kamari, and you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Brown passes to Porzingis, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
From Jaylen Brown.
Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Sharpe. Pass to Ayton. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Porzingis.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Kamari. Nice D from Brown.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Count it. Good. MP's got 25 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Robert Williams checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. You look at the Warriors, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they were expected to be one of the best teams entering the year, and we've seen nothing to change that opinion.
Avdia passes to Simons. Portland again missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
MP against Sharpe. Here's Porzingis. They get the rebound. Fades back. Sharpe grabs the miss.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Back to MP. On the money from 12 feet away. MP's got 27.
They're really working the paint now.
Blazers trail by 21. Simons outside. With his first shot attempt. Pass to Kamari from behind the arc. Boston pulls it in. White's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. And some very quick points for him on that possession. He has 29 now.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game. I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
From deep, MP. Here's Brown. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
One of the smoother athletes in the game. Brown just sort of glides up court in transition.
White against Sharp. Here's Simons. Boston pulls it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's MP. Tries again. Porzingis passes to MP. And it's good. 2 points. MP's got 31.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Celtics out in front, running away with this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been 2 very different performances from the Boston with some changes. Clark is checked in for Cornette. Hauser comes in for Tatum. And MP is subbed in for White. Drew Holiday out there with MP. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Queta in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Ayton passes to Simons. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Pass to Hauser, and here's MP. Oh, from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this.
Third personal foul, second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. They get it back, looking to end the run. Sharp, no good. Here's Pritchard. Pass to MP. Goes up on the wing. Another one falls for Boston.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw two different. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.
Everybody's jumping, jumping, dancing. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Honeys be moving their bodies, they be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. If you want it, in the back if you thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they up. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both our eyes locked. I can't.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Kelly Oubre. Embiid is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at shooting guard. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. White is out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Now, here's Maxey. After the miss from MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is a springy, bouncy wingman. I mean, provides scoring punch from the 3, and he also provides energy at the defensive end that his team needs.
The first free throw is good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
He's off on the second. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock him down at the same rate, and that hurt him.
Outside, White. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Brown. Inside, Maxey with the block. To the middle, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
The three from Embiid buries the long-range jumper. MP's got his second bucket of the night. MP's gone 2 of 4 from the field. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and their biggest concern, of course, is figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jones. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Austin with the ball. 3-point lead. MP finds Tatum. Back to MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 9 points for MP.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Jones. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him, get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Here's Maxey. And he overshot that one, missing.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
MP from deep three-point land. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The 76ers trail by 6.
2 minutes.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
When he finds his kind of look at the arc, Oubre can seem like it's automatic.
MP looking around. And Holiday has it in the corner. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Austin making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Brandon Clark in for Tatum. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Pass to McCain. Back to Simmons. Second shot opportunity, and it's denied. They recover it. The 76ers again can't hit it.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
MP outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And some changes here for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. And
substitution on the court.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Embiid is out there with Jones. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. Brown, good.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And that one's good. MP. Well, we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Maxey. Kicks it out to Jones. Porzingis with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He had 42 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's MP. 76ers getting the bucket. Good on the triple.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Maxey. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
And here's MP for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Embiid. Second chance effort. Assertive move by Embiid.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Embiid, that's for 2. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. MP's got 19 points.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Good work there as it goes.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And a hold. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics out in front, up by 1. And join it.
The 76ers, 35.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's MP in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Out to White. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Clock at 6. Here's Maxey. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Down low. Tatum gets it inside.
I'll tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Grimes passes to Maxey. can't hit from the elbow.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And here's MP for 3. Drops in the tray. MP's got 24.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Fires the 3. Another miss by Maxey.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
That bucket in no time at all. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
They need this. Offensive rebound. Embiid.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else they'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
MV, that's for 2. And again, it's Boston converting.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
MV against Maxey.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold. This is bad.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And how about as a group? 80% on the season. One of their best attributes.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett comes in for Porzingis, and it's Pritchard. Celtics leading by 8. Taking a... Look at the 76ers. We've got Joel Embiid actually out there with Derek Jones, and it's Grimes in at the small forward.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Brown feeling out a bit. And MP with the basket on the assist by Brown. 30 points for MP.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the 76ers now. It's a 10-point game. Passes it to Embiid.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without foul.
And good that time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A three-pointer is right on target.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
MP outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
For the three. And another shot. Here's Embiid. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. MP, that's for 2. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 12. Now the pass to Grimes. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. The 3 from MP. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. He's covered by Brown. Here's Grimes. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Here's MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Boston.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all day long, and the block total is off the charts.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
MP's really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Coach told his guys, lock in, this is it. Leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
Thank you, David. Three-pointer on the way. It's good from long range. MP's got 38 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And there it is for him. Grimes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's MP, and again it's Boston converting.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The 3 from MP. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Jones has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series. 4 games tonight.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Boston foul, number 30. 4th personal foul.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Tatum passes to MP from the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. MP's got 43 points.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
White dishes to MP. From deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us.
Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Oh, everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Oh. Honeys be moving their bodies. They be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. Inside if you want it, in the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they up. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both the eyes locked. I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama. If you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy. She said it was nice, you from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with her friend by her side. 12 pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay low, go ahead, crank that up. This is not talking, I said we stop. But we ain't stopping.
What is the best way to utilize your skills in the game?
To have the ball in my hands. Just use me the whole game, whether it's offense or defense. I hope they don't got my stamina like too low on there.
I know, it's going to be good.
But, yeah, I think you could just make plays with me. You could take it to the rack, jumpers. It don't really matter. I do play the game. I'm really good. I think I can hit shots at least. I might not got like the cheesy dribbles, but I can hit a shot.
Who's your favorite players to go up against in the league right now?
And now, the starting lineup.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Doncic in at the 1. And for Boston, the 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. MP is out there with Derek White, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, Grant, a matchup of the elites tonight. 2 Titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my. B.A., I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
Now here's Reeves. In the game against New York, very impressive. On the wing, Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's MP, and he trains the quick shot. MP's got 5. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Reeves up top. He's guarded by White. Outside, Finney-Smith. Off target with the 3.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
And it's Doncic missing.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And here's Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Left side, White. James against Brown. Floats one up. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Boston on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Buries it from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Los Angeles and the basket by MP.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here is James. He had 31 in the win against New York.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. Boston pulls it in, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Now here's Doncic. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last three.
MP against Doncic. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
His shooting has fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to James. Doncic. Called in by Brown. Celtics lead by 14. .27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
James against Brown. James can't get it to go. Outside Tatum. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Boston out in front, leading by 14. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Cornette. Jason Tatum comes in for Clark. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And MP is subbed in for Pritchard. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Finney-Smith's checked in for Robinson. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. Reeves is checked in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Conley. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to sweat your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's LeBron James. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in at the 3.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Holiday passes to Tatum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
Heads up play by Holiday. He saw the opening and helped exploit it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the 76ers put on a show. He had 46 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
The first free throw is good. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. From deep, MP. The reverse. And that one's good. Porzingis. And the Celtics lead by 17.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Here's MP. Uses the glass that time. It's good. MP's got 23. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn, where they'll face the Nets. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through one half.
Celtics 52. The Lakers 36.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. And it's MP in at the 1. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Lakers trail by 18. Doncic feeling it out a bit. And he gets that one. Doncic has got 16 points now.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Pass to Tatum. From 7. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Oh, there's the alley. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. MP's shot is good. MP's got 27.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Inside, here's Doncic. Boston pulls it in. MP outside. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. The Lakers call timeout. And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. At the line for 1.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And they're pushing it up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 21 points in the game.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
MP looking it over. One second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Boston out in front, delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got Luka Doncic. Connect is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's James. And it's Lynn in at the center, locking down the middle.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
MP. Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Down low. And finished off by Kleber.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
From deep, MP. Len pulls it in. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And here's Connect outside. Queta pulls it in. MP against Doncic. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. MP's got 34 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Here's James. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. What do you got, Grant? Checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Pritchard. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. James is checked in for Lynn. Connect comes in for Kleber. Austin Reeves is checked in for James. And Conley subbed in for Milton. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. He's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
The shot by Conley, no good. Conley against MP. From the arc. And
That bucket's good. They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.